Central National Bank proudly supports the students and staff of Marion Florence USD 408. Central National Bank has been providing Kansans with sound financial advice since 1884. We are dedicated to providing the quality service that makes our Marion County customers and the communities we serve successful. The officers and employees of Central National Bank work to be your financial resource of choice in the Marion County area.
At home or on the road, the Jerry Cady Agency sponsors our MCTV broadcast area. The MCTV crew relies on them to come through. If you rely on farming and growing of crops, the Jerry Cady Agency will be there for you too. They specialize in crop and hail insurance, but provide a wide range of quality insurance products while maintaining a commitment to always provide the best service possible to each and every customer. Contact Brad Cady at 382-3282.
When the Warriors cross the goal line, it's a Case & Son touchdown. Case & Son is an independent insurance agency representing many companies and offering a full line of property and casualty insurance, including home, auto, farm, business, and life. Case & Son is the oldest continuously operated business in Marion County. Just as MCTV counts on them for support, you can count on Case & Son Insurance. When time is called on the field, it's a Tampa State Bank timeout. Tampa State Bank provides support to MCTV and provides the best in banking services in Marion and Tampa. Tampa State Bank is one of the few locally owned banks in Marion County and offers a full range of banking services, including ATM service, internet banking, and all the modern conveniences. Tampa State Bank provides friendly, courteous officers and staff, as they have since 1901. When it comes to banking, see TSB.
Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. Warrior fan, and welcome to Warrior Stadium. Tonight, the Marion Warriors, in the final game of the regular season, will be hosting the Vikings from Mission Valley. A very high-stakes football game in which the Warriors have a chance to advance to the state playoff system, but only if they win by enough. We'll talk about that later on. This is Mike Powers here with Roger Schroeder, Jeremiah Lang, Casey Case, and a cast of thousands, including in that cast of thousands, Danny Maddock on the Danny Cam, Jay Smith on, we ought to come up with a name for that, but right now I always just call it the main camera, and Gene Winkler. We don't know what he does, but we're glad to have him around. With that, let's start the Central National Bank pregame show, and we'll, as always, start with Roger Schroeder.
Always, except when I'm not here on time. Yeah, tonight, you know, if you're a football player, these are kind of fun games to play in. As a fan, it's not really fun to watch. We've got a wet field, rain continuing to come down, and a lot on the line, as you kind of alluded to, Mike. One of those things on the Warriors side, I think you block out that you have to win by a certain amount of points and all that. You don't worry about that. You play your game, you battle the conditions, and you try to win the game. However it happens, it happens. That's what you look for. I think it's going to be a great night, maybe a kind of a sloppy night, as it can be in this kind of weather, but should be a great night to try to punch their ticket to the postseason. Let's
go to the guy that normally goes first and is very upset that we put Roger in front of him, Mr. Casey Case.
I'm not upset at all. I'm looking forward to this game. I was been home looking at the radar, and it looks like we're going to get a break from this stuff in about 20 or 30 minutes, and that break may last throughout the game. As I drove in, I noticed we have northeast wind, so you will be able to hear me very well on the field because the wind will be blowing toward the press box.
Have any of you guys noticed, by the way, Central National Bank pregame show, have you noticed that how older people fixate on the weather? Is there something I'm picking up here with Casey?
He's the
only one out in it.
I saw the flag, and I'm thinking, oh, northeast wind, and I'm thinking, yeah, it'll be blowing to my sound to the press box. I do plan on being on the field. If it starts raining too hard, I may beg my way back up here, but nobody's given the magic number. The magic number is 18 points. We have to win tonight, and we have to win by 18 points to make the playoffs. Reminds me back when my son Will's class were seniors, and it came down to the last game of the year against Hillsboro. I don't remember what the magic number was. I think it was 13 or 14, but we won the game in overtime on a extra point by Brian Friesting, and it's sort of like kissing your sister to me anyway. Yeah, we won the game, we beat Hillsboro, but our season was over. and Hillsborough went on to the playoffs.
To speak to Casey's point, Mission Valley comes into this game with a 7-1 record and 48 district points. Northern Heights was in second place with 25. They won last night, beating Chase County by over 21 points. They get 21 points, bumps them up to 46. Marion sits at 12. We beat them by 18, drops them from 48 plus points to 30, moves us up from 12 to 30. We tiebreaker head to head. We get second place in the district. And Mission Valley, who's led pretty much all district play, won't go at all.
Wow.
I wasn't aware that it was down to one situation. They laid out up there in the local newspaper. They laid out a couple different scenarios, but I didn't know it was down to one. I didn't know they played last night.
Yeah, they played last night, Chase County. And we haven't given you a chance, Jeremiah. Weigh in here, man.
Well, Mike, I think this is going to be a tough game if the Warriors want to pass like we've gotten accustomed to the last couple games. So we're going to have to be really effective on the ground. Looking at the scouting report, Coach Tiroff seems to think that they're going to be quick to the ball on defense, and we're gonna have to really fight for yards, and they're big and fast. So I think we're gonna need to come out and play our game and move the ball really efficiently.
Now, I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but just so that we can say it here, I think it's very important that we know that Adam Shalene, our number 60, our big offensive defensive tackle, and Cade Harms, number 63, big offensive guard defensive tackle, not playing tonight. That's huge. It scares the bejeebers out of me because we need those two guys.
Well, I think our strength is going to be our speed, and Jack Schneider's had some really good time to pass back here lately, and we've thrown to 5 or 6 different receivers. I don't know if our passing game is going to work tonight. We're going to need to use our speed to get to the outside, and we're going to need a whale of an effort. We got good efforts the last couple of games. Those 2 games where we beat Chase County by 1 and then lost to Northern Heights, really where I was on the sidelines, didn't look like we wanted those 2 games real bad. We got to one, we lost the other, and we'll see what we can do tonight.
And it might come back to bite us. Okay, guys, I think it'll be a fun game, even if it turns out to be the last game. Let's hope it's at least, as Casey alluded back in the day, at least you want to go out with a win. So we'll end our Central National Bank pregame show. Be back with the start of tonight's ball game.
We are committed to delivering the most reliable service and original, creative programming and better quality choices.
To not just meet, but exceed your expectations so you can choose your own entertainment when, where, and how you want it, anywhere and anytime.
With individual plans that allow you to pick your services and have access to customer service 7 days a week.
Because you deserve the best value in entertainment, and it's our job to deliver it. No exceptions, no excuses.
We are Eagle Communications.
This broadcast is sponsored in part by Prairie Land Partners, the largest John Deere dealership in South Central Kansas, specializing in large ag, turf, and integrated solutions products. Prairie Land is always close by with 9 locations and more than 250 employees. Prairie Land Partners, partnering together with you to nurture the land. Right here at home, Marion National Bank supports the Marion community and the area. Committed to serving the financial needs of our community since 1905, Marion National Bank offers full-service banking, including agricultural, commercial, consumer, real estate, and loans for any worthwhile purpose. Meeting all of your banking expectations, Marion National Bank, your neighborhood bank. Lanning Pharmacy brings something old and something new to MCTV sponsorship. Longtime sponsor Marion Health Mart is now Lanning Pharmacy, a full-line pharmacy accepting almost all major insurance plans. Newly remodeled and offering everything from flu shots to medical equipment, Hallmark cards, gifts, toys, and expert advice on all your pharmaceutical needs. Lanning Pharmacy supports the Warriors and Wildcats of USD 408.
We are ready for tonight's opening kickoff. The Mission Valley Vikings won the toss. They deferred. They'll kick to the Warriors. The Warriors will be starting at the south end and heading north. As Casey mentioned earlier, the wind's pretty much out of the east-northeast with the rain, and the Warriors will be the Warriors who want to pass tonight are going to be dealing with a slick field and a wet ball.
That they are. The rain doesn't look like it's going to let up for a few more minutes. They're going to have the ball first, and they're going to come out and trying to establish a game plan early.
Well, and even when the rain lets up, field's going to stay wet.
The field will stay wet.
The balls are going to stay wet. It's going to be sloppy.
Although with as much as dry as it's been, it might just sink right in. We might have a dry field by the end of the first quarter.
By the way, our first quarter sponsors are...
They are Eagle Communication, Prairie Land Partners, Marion National Bank, and Lanning Pharmacy.
And we are broadcasting from...
the Jerry Cady Insurance broadcast area.
I tell you, you're a child prodigy.
It only took 3 years.
Oh, onside kick. Warriors recover. Nicely done. Warriors will start with great field position.
I think that's Garrett Hoffner that fell on the ball.
53.
Oh,
Zach
was it 53?
Vonenkamp.
Excuse me.
Jake Vonenkamp.
Jacob Vonenkamp.
Yep, Jacob Vonenkamp.
You know, that's a bold move by Mission Valley to open up the game with a little onside squib kick. I mean, it gives great field position to us to start the drive.
It's an interesting play. It makes you wonder what they think of our offense.
Yeah.
All right, Warriors, one back in the backfield. Going to run the option, toss it to Wheeler. Wheeler is hit in the backfield, dropped. Good sure tackle out there by number 84 for the Vikings.
The Warriors don't find anywhere to run on that. They were loss of about, looks like 4 or 5 on the play.
Seth Rudine.
Mission Valley did a good job of stringing that play out and really not letting any of the Warriors get upfield with the ball.
2nd and 13 for the Warriors. Wheeler in the deep back again. Snyder fakes to Wheeler, turns the corner. Oh, nice gain. That's going to bring up a makeable 3rd down. 3rd and about 4.
Good job there by the young quarterback. Carries out his fake really well on the dive here. You can see on the replay. And then gets to the corner and starts getting north and south. Makes one little cut there to get an extra yard or two. Get him into a 3rd manageable.
Yeah, good little stutter step at about the 46 there to change direction.
The spot wasn't quite as far up as I thought it would be. That's closer to 5 yards on 3rd down.
25 locked up. They're all pressing out there out wide on you.
That's a handoff to Riggs. Riggs fights forward. He's not going to have it. Matter of fact, he's going to only gain about a yard on that play.
Yeah,
If that.
There wasn't much room to run there.
No.
Going to bring up 4th down.
4th from the 44 of Mission Valley. Looks like the Warriors are going to punt. The theory here, guys, I think would be try to pin them deep and make them go the length of the field.
Yeah, you get favorable field position to start your first drive. It doesn't really go anywhere and stalls out, but you can still definitely win the field position battle here by getting a nice punt and pinning them deep.
Okay.
Nice snap with the wet ball. Good punt away. Now the Warriors need to cover it. Ooh, it's going to go in the end zone.
Bounce.
Everything well done except for that final bounce. Needed it to come back our direction.
Yeah, even just a higher bounce would have been beneficial.
We had guys down there getting ready to pounce on it, but the forward bounce took it into the end zone.
Very, very wet night. The folks in the stands, there's 2 or 3 pop-up tents that have been set up in the stands. We've got umbrellas all over the place. Jay Smith and Danny Maddox have their window open, and they're getting wet. They're whining quite a bit. We have our windows closed. We're not whining at all. And the officials timeout for Tampa State Bank. And is there a sign? What is that down there?
I don't know what that is.
Jake or Danny, can you go to your left?
They've got lights on out in the parking lot.
Oh, okay. I think that must be just the padding on the irrigation stuff down there that I was seeing. All right, from the 20-yard line, 1st down for the Vikings. Quarterback wants to run his own option. Nicely defended. There'll be a gain of about 1.
Yeah, Corbin Wheeler there after Peyton Heidebrack slowed him down.
Guys, there were car had its headlights on over there. A lot of people have parked all the way around the curve toward the end zone so they don't have to get out of their car, and that's what it was. Headlights were on.
Nice of them to try to illuminate the field. 2nd and 9. Straight handoff. It's a good hard run. It's going to pick up 3 or 4 yards.
Was a good hard run. They must be starting their runs further back.
Yeah, because he ran a long way.
Looks like he ran a long way. He only gained about 4 yards. So
It'll make it 3rd and 4.
Yeah, he's about 6 or 7 yards off the ball, it looks like.
Yeah.
Quick out of the huddle here. Hand off again. He's going to be short.
Going to be short. I'm willing to bet they're going to go for it here.
Ooh, that would be gutsy.
You know, based on the onside kick to open the game, I really wouldn't be terribly surprised if they did try to go for it here. But you give up some major field position here if you fail to convert.
Sure.
4th and 1 from the 29.
Offense is going to stay on the field. Oh, it might be a quick kick.
Yeah, they've got one back, the quarterback, deep. Gets the kick away. Pretty good kick. Warriors are going to let it roll. It's going to get a great Viking roll. It's going to go inside the 20 to the 16, 17-yard line.
Wow.
Great
punt.
punt.
Yeah.
And kept all the offensive personnel and then just basically put the quarterback, instead of being behind the center, flanked him out and had the tailback, who's already 6, 7 yards deep, just take the snap, one step, and let it go.
Yeah, I think if this is going to be the pace of the game when they're on offense, where it's going to come down to who's in better condition tonight.
Because they weren't wasting any time there after 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down. They were ready to go immediately.
Yeah.
I know the Warriors think that in order to effectively run the ball, we're going to have to pass the ball. Coach wants to stretch the field. That's why this rain could really work against the Warriors. Snyder keeps, works his way forward near the 20, maybe across the 20.
Jack able to pick up about 3 yards on that keep, and I think the Warriors are going to have to find some holes here.
Yeah, it's a little congested there in the middle. They've had a little bit of success when they get to the corner and get to the edge and can turn upfield, but so far nothing doing up the middle.
We'll call that 2nd and 7, and once again we are operating without 2 starters on that offensive line. Harms and Shalene both out. Riggs with the carry. Riggs is going to get the ball out to the 28.
If you're at home and you're watching the game and you think number 75 for Mission Valley looks a little bit bigger than the other players out there, that's a 6'1", 345-pound sophomore, Robert Phillips.
The only thing that surprises me about what you just said is that he's only 6'1". All right, 3rd and 3 for the Warriors. Need to get a 1st down. Need to get a little something positive going here. Snyder wants to pass. He gets it away long. It's going to overthrow, intended for Schultz. Schultz was open.
He was very open. Had a step there on number 84, who was kind of chasing the play. Ball on the money there. It might go to the barn.
Yeah, I think that, you know, early in the game, get out some of those end of the season jitters.
Yep.
There's always beginning of the season jitters. You forget the end of the season. It's just as nerve-wracking when you're trying to put some points on the board here.
So here are the Warriors from punt position. The returner's on the 42 of the Vikings. Good punt. Going to hit inside the 40. Oh, he picked it up right between 2 Warrior players. Gets knocked down. I don't know who made that contact.
I think the turf did.
I think I think that's probably 90% of it, if not more.
Yeah, the turf monster got him at midfield.
Schultz kind of tapped him on the shoulder pad. I guess he was the closest. He gets the tackle, doesn't he?
He's a pretty strong kid.
Yeah,
so.
I guess so. So that gives Mission Valley great field position, starting from the Warrior 48. Direct snap. Nothing there. Maybe a yard.
One of the things that you're seeing, if you've been watching all season, is Warriors are lining up in a different defense tonight. They got 3 men on the line. They've been running 4 men on the line earlier throughout the season. So tonight a little bit different look on defense.
I think with the kind of the spread attack of Mission Valley, I think that's a good tactic. Playing more kind of the linebackers and safeties than they are the D linemen.
Yeah.
All the receivers at the top side of the field. Oh, quarterback goes down. Great tackle by Peyton Heidebrecht.
Peyton Heidebrecht gets in the backfill and is able to get to the quarterback easily.
Peyton fights off that block, pushes him away, and again, nice play. The ball carrier kind of went down on his own to some extent, but he was going down either way. 3rd and 12 from the 50. Quarterback going to roll this direction. Oh, he's going to get the first down. There's a flag. Pushed out of bounds inside the 25. We'll see if this is a illegal block or a hold.
That's what it looked like, or at least in the direction the flag was thrown. Looks like we're going to get something coming the other way.
Tonight, we're going to salute the chain gang.
Very good.
The guys who stand over there in the rain, and I will tell you, having watched the chain gang in Harrington work last week, we have the most professional group of people here at Warrior Stadium. Because I swear those guys had never seen a football game.
He should have been on the field with them. Hey, I just got one thing to interject here, guys. If you haven't noticed, Mission Valley's quarterback, he's fast.
He is
very fast.
This will make it 3rd and 15. Ball pushed back to the 47. Mission Valley side of the 50.
I don't know if you saw, Roger, but when I got here, the chain gang had Mike in a corner.
You salute us.
Warriors blitz, but the play goes the other direction. Quarterback's got some running room. They're going to drag him down. He's going to have about a 4th and 4.
I was not able to see who got him. Were you able to see, Roger?
I was not.
I have to see on the replay here.
Again, they ran kind of a spread option play out towards the perimeter, and they get Peyton hung out in between. He's getting hung out between the quarterback and the
Jack
big man.
Schneider.
Yep. Looks like they're going for it. 4th down from the 41. Yeah, it's a long play count.
Now they're going to
drop back to punt.
Now they're back in.
Now they're back in. Come on, we need to get our safety back up here. There's the handoff. He's not
going to get
whoa, last lunge will make it close, but he does not get
Still
there.
going to be short. I don't know who got there first. I think it was Tyler Palak.
Great stand on defense.
Especially since we dropped the man back. I don't think he saw the shift, so that was a 10-on-11 play. The Warriors prevailed.
The first shift sent one of our safeties back deep to field the punt. They got another signal from the sideline, and then, to be honest, it looked like their coach was standing by the referee like he wanted to maybe call a timeout, but they went ahead and ran the play, and Warrior ball heading the other direction.
So Warrior ball from the 40. Snyder comes this direction, pitches to Wheeler. Wheeler tucks it, gets around the corner, gets around past one man. It's going to be a 5-6 yard gain.
Good run by Wheeler, able to get to the outside. We're going to need to find a way to cut earlier in the field so we don't keep running that sideline every time we run the option.
They are doing a pretty good job of continuing to string that out and let the sideline kind of be an extra defender for them.
And you know, with a dry field, you might be able to plant that left foot and cut back against the grain a bit. Tonight, you just may pull your groin if you do that. Not to mention,
you don't need that.
You don't need that. That's never.
Nobody needs that.
There's no time that's ever good. 2nd and 4. Hand off to Riggs. Riggs has got some running room. Right up the gut, and Riggs takes it down inside the 35.
Hey, guys, a couple of quick observations. Number one, if I'm Marion's defense, every time Mission Valley runs the option, I'm going to key on the quarterback. Make him pitch the ball and punish him. Second is, Mission Valley can lose this game by 17 points and still go to the playoffs. Why are they going for it on 4th and 4?
It's a good question.
That's a very good question. Warrior first down from the 32. Riggs with the carry again. This time Riggs is going to get positive yards, but not the big gainer he had before. Still going to pick up about 4.
Good first down play there.
Yeah, you can see that Coach Jiroff has been talking to them about holding on to the ball. Riggs got a little open space on that first play, and he gripped the ball even tighter.
We're at the 4-minute mark of the first quarter. There is no score in this ball game. We've got the 7-1 Mission Valley Vikings taking on the 6-2 Marion Warriors. Snyder wants to pass. He's going to the end zone. That's intended for Peterson. Peterson pulls it in. Wow. He's in the zone. That's a Case and Son touchdown.
Great play there by the young quarterback, giving his dynamic receiver a chance. Game like this, if you can get a grip on the ball, put it up and let your playmaker make a play, and that's exactly what happened.
Trust us.
Caught it. Yeah, he did catch
it. Yes, we guarantee. So Warriors up 6-0 now. By the way, happy Halloween to everyone.
Thank you.
Happy Halloween. I spent an hour in the rain handing out candy this afternoon.
He was under a tent.
I was in the rain, Jeremiah. Pouring, driving rainstorm.
Warriors going for 2. Snyder's going to roll this direction. He's going to pitch it to Wheeler. He's in the zone, a 2-point conversion. Hey, guys, I'll let you guys decide, but who wants to tell the folks who our fourth quarter, let's say our first quarter sponsors are.
First quarter sponsors are Eagle Communications, Prairie Land Partners, Marion National Bank, and Lanning Pharmacy.
And our fourth quarter sponsors are, we'll tell you in the fourth quarter.
How about the Warrior sponsors?
Warrior sponsors are Marion Auto Supply, Gambino's Pizza, and HRK Variety Store.
Thank you very much. Well done, gentlemen.
Guys, that was one of the best concentration efforts I've seen on Mason Peterson all year. That defender had all rights to that ball, and Mason went up over the top of him. Where I was, I could see his eyes on the ball, and that was a great play.
Awesome.
Cannot argue with any of that comment. That's absolutely true.
I was going to say something else, too, and now I can't remember what it was. Oh, yeah, speaking of, what do you say? Oh, Happy Halloween.
Uh-huh.
That's a shout-out to Amber Ratzloff at the at Lanning Pharmacy. That's sort of an inside joke, Mike. You'll have to ask her about
I will ask her about that. Here's the kick. Neufeld, squib kick, handled on the 30. Warriors collapse, get him at the 37.
37.
Noah Alabin there on the stop on special teams.
Very good.
By the way, guys, we're doing what we need to do. My thought was you just have to make sure you score every quarter and hope that you can limit the opposition. That's a big task, but so far so good.
So far so good.
If this is, well, we'll get back to this. About to get falsely sentimental. All right, the Vikings on the attack, and we've got a whistle.
Like a procedure call.
What I was going to say was, I just have thoroughly enjoyed this year. I've enjoyed working with both of you gentlemen, and as much as this surprises me, and it surprises me more than anyone, it's really fun when you're both here.
I agree. It's fun to have the three of us together. And
maybe one of you is alkaline and the other is acid or something. Here we go. Hand off the sweep coming around this direction, and there's nothing there.
Warriors listening to the advice of Casey Case, keeping their eye on the quarterback and not letting him get anywhere. Handoff there. They're watching for the outside plays now.
Peyton Heidebrecht showed up to play tonight. There's no doubt about that. 2nd and 15. Quarterback keeper. He's going to run. No, he almost ran through a tackle, but the man held on. That's Wheeler, I believe.
I think it was Corbin Wheeler with the arm tackle there.
I was looking there at Clay Phillips, 6 foot, 170-pound junior. He runs like he's a little bigger than 170 pounds. Just from up here in the booth so far tonight.
3rd and 8 for Mission Valley.
It's empty. 25's in the slot.
Quarterback, he wants to throw the ball. He's got a man open. He hits him at the 45.
Pass is completed to number 2.
Gene, can we see that? I saw something on the Warrior sideline. Some were waving that he was out of bounds. I thought he was in.
Looks like he does get a foot down there.
And keep in mind, high school ball, all you need is 1 foot in the ground. Mission Valley quickly back up to the line of scrimmage. Hand off to the man in motion. There's a hold out there that is not called. He's going to end up only getting about a yard.
Yeah, if there was only one hold out there, I'd be surprised.
It looked to me like Vondenkamp was being held as he pursued.
Peyton Heidebrecht with another stop there.
Yeah, Peyton just really getting to the ball quick tonight.
Call that 2nd and really 10 now. Coming back this direction and back in the backfield. Great job by Pippen.
Pippen, yep. Very good.
Dylan Pippen, one of the very few seniors on this squad. Dylan Pippen along with Adam Shaleen and who's the other senior? I'm forgetting somebody here. Dylan Pippen, Adam Saline, William Adami. There we go. Here's a handoff. Nice run's going to get the ball to the 41. That was on 3rd down.
Bring up 4th and 6.
4th and 6 on the Warrior side of the 50. McClendon comes in the ball game. Jeremy Hitt comes out. Mission Valley looking at the sideline for the signal. See if they, right now they appear to be going for it. Will they shift out of this? Man in motion. They're going to roll to their left. Got some running room. He's going to pick up the 1st down. He gets that and about 5 more.
Another option again, and Peyton's hung out to dry there. No help, and he's got to decide between 2 guys. And that quarterback's he's a pretty dynamic little player, and he made a good decision there to get upfield.
Sees the field real well, and he was able to split right through the hole. And like Mike said, leave Peyton out there.
Yeah, Roger, that's what I'm saying. You've got to commit. Peyton's got to go hit that quarterback every time.
From the 33, 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Handoff. He's going to get the ball inside the 30. Nice carry. Wheeler on the tackle along with others.
Picks up about 3 yards on the play. Field in the center of the field is turning to mud.
And it continues to rain. I don't think you can see it on your screen, but if we look at the lights, it's not great big drops, but it is pretty steady. Second and 8. Quarterback keeps. He just runs through the heart of the Warrior defense, picks up a 1st down, gets inside the 20.
Mission Valley moving the ball well during this drive. Warriors needing to identify where the ball's going before it goes.
Yep.
Probably won't get another playoff here. We certainly enjoy the warm and dry confines of the Jerry Cady Insurance broadcast area. I want to thank Central National Bank for sponsoring our pregame show. Let's take a break and hear from our 1st quarter sponsors.
Triple R Hauling is your hauling expert, offering custom step deck hauling in more than 27 states. Triple R Hauling will handle your heavy equipment, military equipment, farm machinery, and most any item you need moved. Hauling specialty and emergency loads, ramp use, bridges, and tarps are available if needed. Call Wally or Kim at 382-7802 and get things moving. Shelter Insurance is one of the most successful and financially sound regional insurance groups in the country, providing insurance products specifically designed to best suit you, including protection for your home, life, car, farm, business, and more. Drop in and see Shelter Agent Doug Heary for great rates and professional service. Doug will help you find the right coverage at the right price. Just as the Warriors practice and play hard to achieve success, the folks at Heary Real Estate work tirelessly to meet your needs. From listing to closing, Lori Heary and her agents are there to help you. Buying or selling, they will make sure your real estate transaction is a smooth one. Heary Real Estate, serving Marion and all of Marion County.
The men and women of Marion Kiwanis Club are proud to support MCTV. Marion Kiwanis Club sponsors the annual Old Settlers Day weekend and provides financial support to Chingawassa Days and countless other organizations benefiting the area. Call 382-2115 for info on tent, chair, and table rental. Marion Kiwanis, dedicated to providing service to children and local communities.
We are back and want to go down to the sideline for Casey Case, with Casey Case in the St. Luke Hospital Quarterly Report.
Hey, guys, good start to this game. Like Mike said, if we score 8 points every quarter, we will accomplish our goal and make it to the playoffs. Mission Valley, I'm still sort of surprised they're going for it on 4th down. I got to go back to that option play, though. Roger talks about Peyton being out there hung out to dry, and he is, but I'm telling you from past experience, if you go hit that quarterback, and even if he starts pitching that ball, if you hit him every time, he's going to get gun shy, and you're going to wear him down, and things are going to change. So if I'm coaching, I'm saying hit the quarterback even after he pitches the ball.
Thanks to Casey. Thanks to St. Luke Hospital. Guys, we've got a couple of seconds. Enlighten us. There you go. The wit and wisdom of Roger and Jeremy.
Dynamite drop in.
All right. We're going to
Quick, Mike, say something funny.
Roger Schroeder. Oh! Funny ha-ha or funny strange?
Both.
Guys, I will say that the play of the Warriors, they looked fired up. That last play had a little high tackling going on, but other than that, we look like we can do this thing and do what we need to do.
Let's get it done.
From the 18-yard line, now heading north. Mission Valley on the attack, their biggest drive of the day. Hands off again. They're having great success with that run right into the heart of the defense. That one goes down just outside the 5.
Mission Valley able to identify some space there. As you mentioned, just right in the middle of the line. Warriors needing to find that hole and plug it.
Yeah, no tricks about these last couple plays for Mission Valley. They're going straight ahead with their guys.
Jarrett McClendon, the biggest player on the field for the Warriors, re-enters the game. There's the handoff again. That goes over the right side. He's going to be short.
Maybe a gain of a yard or so to bring up second down and goal.
Right back up to the line come the Vikings. Second and goal. Hand off. He may.
It went
yes,
outside.
he does go in.
Yep.
Good play fake
And
there for Mission Valley.
I bought the fake. I was watching the guy right in the middle. I noticed that both of you are moving to your left so you can watch out the open window instead of the closed window here. So that makes our score Marion 8, Mission Valley 6. We had great camera work there. They line up to go for 2, trying to tie this ball game. Quarterback wants to throw, gets it away. Completed pass. We've seen some fine pass plays from both teams so far in this ball game.
The officials are doing a really good job of drying off the ball before they set it down each time. So essentially, when the ball is snapped, it's a fairly dry ball.
8-8, 11-11 to go, second quarter.
Good ball game so far.
Very good.
I mean, obviously, we want it to be 18-0 already on our side, but very well played ball game. The conditions not really much of a factor. We've seen a couple Mission Valley guys lose their footing. We've seen a couple Marion guys a little hesitant to really crank it and turn upfield. But other than that, a pretty clean game thus far.
The Mission Valley stands have not exactly filled up, but we were before the game wondering, this is a 7-1 team, and there's like 2 people and a small dog over there. But folks, I think, as one of you mentioned, were maybe remaining in their cars until actual game time. There's a shot of the lights. You still really can't see the rain. Yeah, you could for a second, but Gene made it go away. Gene can make the rain
That's
go
because
away.
it's not raining anymore.
Yeah, it is. If you, here's a kick, fielded. Oh, and we just go down. I think that was probably. We don't want to fumble out of you. Just go down.
A freshman there, Chase Stringer on special teams. Not a poor play by any means, but probably doing what he's been told all week.
Absolutely, the smart play rather than trying to be a hero.
Yep.
One of the things that's struck me is you get to a game like this late in the season, and it's really one of the first adverse conditions we've had to play all season. And there's been no turnovers yet tonight, and I don't want to jinx anybody, but that's impressive for the first quarter, and neither team turned over the ball.
From the 36, the Warriors 1st and 10. Little quick pass out there, just kind of a toss it out there.
Kind of a pop pass there.
Yeah.
I think they've got a run pass option there, and once he pulls it, he can do a number of things, and he just flips it over to Corbin Wheeler.
Wheeler just pulls it in, moves forward, gains 5, 2nd and 5. Our crack crew is drying their cameras and their camera lenses from the rain that's not falling. 2nd and 5. Snyder keeps. Yeah, he Now he dances through a couple of people and now powers forward for a first down.
Schneider dragged 3 Vikings with him across the first down line.
Great individual effort, almost the same play coming the other direction, kind of a run-pass option for Jack Schneider, and he hesitated just for a second to kind of get the defense, I think, to sit in. He may pass this. He tucks it and gets upfield and gets first down.
For those who remember the old Peanuts comic strip, Corbin Wheeler looks like Pigpen. Look at the back of number 9. He is mud from head to toe. All right, 1st and 10 Warriors from the 46. Hand off to Riggs. Riggs is fighting hard, but he's only going to get a yard.
He had number 75, had a hold of his jersey, pulling him backwards. There's no getting away from that beast. Now, I just wanted to throw this out. There's a fine line between rain and heavy mist. It's misting heavily right now.
But the amazing thing is it's helping your signal.
Yeah. I'm surprised the raindrops don't mess it up. It's the mist drops.
That's the northeast wind. See, here we go, blowing me from me to you.
Second 9. It's a pitch to Wheeler. Wheeler gets around the corner, but there's only about a yard to get.
Yeah, it's hard to turn upfield, and there wasn't the space to get it done over there. Number 2 for the Vikings got up slow. Looked like he might have taken a hit there. That's Cole Hodge. He's a senior, 6 foot, 165 senior for the Vikings.
What we need a squeegee with a really long pole so one of you guys could go out front and clean this window.
I vote you.
I know, seniority, baby. 3rd and 8. Snyder wants to pass. He looks long again, intended for, where's the flag? And there's the flag. That's going to be 15 yards against the Vikings.
Yep. Just as good as a completion almost. They're going to give up a little yardage versus if Mason would have caught it, but still a positive play for the Warriors. Mason had great position, and the DB just kind of mauled him on the way up to go get the ball.
Yeah, when you're on offense, as we are, and get that called on the other team, you want the NFL rule where you go to the part of the infraction. But if you're on defense, you like it. Oh, okay, 15 yards. That's going to put the ball down near the 30 by the time they step it off. Just across, call it the 29-yard line, right in the heart of the mud hole.
It is.
8:32 to go, 8-8 ball game, 2nd quarter. Warriors on the move. Snyder hands off to Riggs. Riggs runs through an arm tackle, runs over another, and he's inside the 20.
Oh, he just ran over the top of that safety, put cleat marks right up his chest. Very, very aggressive run there.
You hear the phrase running downhill, this is it.
55 tried to catch him with the arms, and that was not happening, and yeah, you're right. Safety.
Cleat marks.
If that mud gets any deeper, we might find some of Casey's old cleats out there.
Casey played barefoot, didn't you know that? 18-yard line. Warriors first down. Snyder keeps. Snyder has a little running room. It closed fast, however. The Marion crowd wants a penalty for the little shove at the end of that play.
I think that's one of those, if he goes down, maybe the flag comes out, but he stayed on his feet. I don't think they're going to throw it.
They give him forward progress, and that's a pretty good spot. That's going to make it 2nd and 6. $7:38 to go in the 2nd quarter.
Warrior coaching staff over here on the sideline looks like they're getting ready for the next defensive series to make some adjustments, try to slow down that Mission Valley attack.
Wheeler spins through a couple of tackles, fights hard, but finally the weight of numbers brings him down.
They're going to get it to a 3rd and short here.
Yeah, he made it to the 10-yard line. It's going to bring up just about 3rd and 2 maybe.
That's pretty close. We'll call it 3rd and 2. Maybe a long 2, but right in that ballpark. And I don't think there's any question this is 4-down territory.
Absolutely.
Unless field goal. Casey's been waiting. It's a perfect weather. It's a handoff coming around this way. Wheeler with the carry. Wheeler's close. He's in the zone with a Case and Son touchdown.
Little misdirection counter play there from the Warriors, and Corbin's able to actually find a spot to get his foot in the ground and get north and south and get into the end zone. See the guard coming around here to open the hole up, and he lays on top of somebody, and Corbin goes in the end zone.
Nice run. He
Very
was
nice.
not going to go down. So Warriors now up 14-8. Again, going for the two-point conversion. Haven't tried a kick all year long. Snyder keeps. I think he's in there,
He's
waiting
gonna
for
be
a signal.
close. He's
Yes,
in.
he's in. He's in the zone.
That could be huge right there, that two-point conversion. Jack Schneider got it on a second effort. And the way this game's going, you never know. Those two-point conversions could come in and be key. And so when you talked about that field goal, Mike, I'm going to let you know that the last time Marion High School attempted a field goal, it was on a night just like this. and before that, I don't think we've attempted one in about 15 years.
I was out last week, and I came out and jogged from my house and ran some stadiums, and Austin Neufeld was down kicking, and I kicked and punted in high school, so after I got done, I went down there and was kicking around with him a little bit. He prefers to be on the left hash, and he's good from about 35 or so, just based on my one afternoon for 30 minutes of being around him.
Well, there you go. We might be down by, or we might be up by 16 with a minute left and need it.
If anybody's wondering, I'm good from 40 still to this day.
Nobody's wondering.
I was going to give you credit for good investigative reporting
Until that last part.
Yeah.
Ask him. He'd vouch for it. Darren was giving me a hard time the next day when he talked to me, though. He said, got my son lying for you.
There's Newfield's kick. Nice end-over-end kick. Needs to stay inbound.
Oh!
It dies on the 10. It's picked up there. He's going to be pushed out of bounds just across the 15.
That was like a sand wedge.
It was. Boom.
Hit, stop, spin back just a little bit.
Look at this. That's impossible for a football.
I was going to say, you can watch a lot of football games and never see that happen.
Especially on a wet field.
Yeah.
If nothing else, you'd think it would slide.
The stick of my sprayed on the field.
All right. 8:41 to go. Trailing 16-8. Mission Valley's ball just outside the 15. Quarterback keeps. He's got a nice run. He's going to pick up 7 or so.
Found a lot of room to run on the outside of the field there.
I'm on Casey's bandwagon. I say we just get to him. Make somebody else beat us thus far.
Dang it, guys. Just what I'm saying. You've got to come up and hit him. I mean, let him pitch the ball, but hit him every time.
Quarterback is Clay Phillips.
That was a recording from earlier in the game.
2nd and 8. Phillips keeps again. Boy, he runs hard. He's got the ball across the 35. Still won't go down.
We got all 11 guys on it.
We did. The Warriors had 11 people on the ball. Riggs comes in the game. Clay Phillips, kid, you know what you would have if you grabbed him around the ankles? You would have feet of clay. Hey,
He's
not
here.
good, but
He's here all night.
not good, but you got to use the material
There you
that's
go.
available. All right, from the 36-yard line, their own 36, Mission Valley. Quarterback keeps. Oh, he gets hit hard at the line, gains a yard.
Good job there by the defense collapsing on that hole up the middle. Get it to a 2nd and 9-ish.
McClendon comes in the ball game. Number 54 coming out is Jeremy Het. Without Shalene and Harms, we can't rotate people as freely as we have in previous games. 2nd and 9. Quarterback rolls to his right. Oh, it's a pass play, and it's incomplete.
It was almost intercepted, and then it was caught.
Yeah,
It
I
was
think-
caught,
I think it
okay.
was bobbled and then received.
Somebody undercut the route and almost got their paws on it going the other direction.
Let me see this thing. Okay, he did pull it in. I'm really not liking this wet window I'm looking through. I am liking not being wet, though.
It is like looking through your car window in the morning.
Yes.
Defroster's not working.
Yeah.
Hand off. And he's fighting hard, but he's not going to get to the first down. He's across the 45. He's just short. It'll be 4th down.
Fourth and about half a yard.
Go assume here that they're probably going to go for it here.
Given what they went for earlier, deeper in their own territory, I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it here.
Yeah, I think this is a play that they're just going to lean forward on.
Warriors D needs to dig in right here. A big stop in the backfield would sure be a momentum boost.
Quarterback set up about 5 yards back.
Let's call a timeout.
Yeah. Okay, that's our first Tampa State Bank timeout of the game, and it goes to the Mission Valley Vikings.
Looked like they were just trying to see what kind of look they were going to get. They may come out with their offense on the field after this timeout, but may have, you know, that punt play in their back pocket.
Second quarter sponsors are RRR Hauling, Shelter Insurance, Huey Real Estate, and Marion Kiwanis Club.
The homeless Marion Kiwanis Club.
That's right.
Well, as we let's assess the situation, let's assess the damage. Let's talk about Casey Case. Let's. We got 4th and less than a yard. We got a ball game in which the Warriors lead 16-8 with 4:26 to go in the second quarter. To go to the playoffs, the Warriors need to win by 18 at least. You know, more would be fine. But
touchdown and a field goal is all we need.
And holding them and a bunch of stops. And that would be a long way towards achieving that goal to stop them right here. But that's a tall order. This is a talented Mission Valley squad. Quarterback keeps. And he's not. Oh, no, he's not going to make it. He does not make it. Setting up the Warriors with a short field, guys.
Great play here by the Warriors. Just relentless pursuit. And then a bunch of hats coming to the football here to drag him down. He looks like he's got a chance there. Big Jarrett McClendon in trying to hold him up and get him backwards.
He's got his own blockers hitting him in the back, trying to push him forward.
I don't know. I couldn't see what he saw, but all I saw from his vantage point was Jeremy Het. And I don't know. Looked like he went right for him.
All right, Warriors from the Mission Valley 45. Plenty of time left in the half. Snyder rolls a bit, wants to throw. Now he has to move.
Tuck it.
He gets it away. Oh, broken up at the last minute. Intended down there, I think that was Stuklik.
I think that was Garrett Hoffner.
Was it?
Tight
Okay.
end dragging across the field.
You know, I've watched golf tournaments in which they've talked about how dark it is. It's getting so dark, well, they have to call this, and you're watching on TV, and it looks perfectly fine. I look at our monitor here. It looks clear as a bell, but I'm struggling with this window we've got in front of us. Now, Jay, on the other hand, and Danny have no window.
Yeah. Mike, just push yours over in front of the other.
Here's the deal. If I push mine over in front of the other guy's, Gene, then they'll have 2 windows in front of them. I think we'll leave it like this. Because they are just the kids, but I like to be fair to the kids.
I'm holding out for my MCTV squeegee.
Yes. Jeremiah and Roger have been wanting, you know, shirts and hats like the rest of us have, but we're going to get them squeegees instead.
2nd and 10.
All right, 2nd and 10 for the Warriors. Snyder pitches. That's Wheeler. He cuts back against the grain. Nice move by Wheeler. He's got the first down. He's around the corner. Wheeler pulled out of bounds. Great run down inside the 20.
Great play there. Good vision by Corbin Wheeler once he gets the ball in his hands to kind of navigate through the 1st and 2nd level and get out into the open field.
And this move right here, really not a move. He just runs by the guy.
Just runs by, throws an elbow towards him to get your hands off me.
And that's going to be, that's going to be one of the things that's going to be on tape. That player from Mission Valley got beat and he just stopped.
But he'd be a great matador.
Yeah.
All right. From the 17, the Warriors on the attack. Oh, and Snyder, he runs out of that tackle, runs out of another tackle, finally dragged down, but he's going to end up being a couple yards back. That could have been much, much worse.
He would have lost about 4 or 5 yards if he hadn't broken that.
Yep, and they're going to turn it into a loss of 1, which, you know, saves 3 or 4 yards of possession there.
Excellent.
Got paid, Manny?
Riggs is injured.
And that's going to be a timeout on the field, Tampa State Bank timeout. It's an official's timeout.
Yeah.
I don't know if Casey can hear us. Casey's battery, I think, went dead. I'm going to call him Sedgwick just once to see if I get a rise out of him. All right, the Warriors. Is that
You're going to call me what? I'll call them Cedric. All right. Why would you call me Cedric? I got you now.
I'm going to call you Sedgwick because you're obnoxious and hard to take. All right, 2nd and 12 for the Warriors. Riggs is on the sideline being attended to. Snyder to pass, straight drop, gets the ball away. Oh, the receiver went down. There was an attempt at an interception, but they say incomplete.
Back judge was right there to see it skip into the defender's arms.
Yeah, had a better view than we did.
Wet glass and all.
You know, that play was one in which the offensive line gave Snyder time, and the receiver was in the place. They had a defender with him, but our receivers have shown that they have the ability to go up and get the ball. I think that was very much weather-related.
Yeah.
All right.
3rd and 12.
3rd and 12. Again, line of scrimmage now on the 19. To Wheeler. Oh, Wheeler tries to go against the grain again, and that time the grain went against him.
Wow.
Yeah, there was nowhere to go. 57 plugged the hole, and Corbin came backward.
And we got an injured lineman. I'm trying to see who that is. Comes up holding an arm.
67 is Anton Venduska. Sometimes when it's cold, you can get a stinger. It's going to hurt a little bit more than it normally does when it's warm, but you shake it out and you just keep going.
3 minutes to go in this half. Warriors up 16-8. It's going to be 4th and 12 from the 19. And we've got a Tampa State Bank timeout called by the Warriors. They're first. Guys, I think the worst experience I ever had in a football game was my sophomore year. I was on all the special teams, and I got in an occasional play, like, 1 or 2 a quarter, if that, on offense. It was about 40 degrees, and just like this, constant heavy drizzle. What do you call it? Heavy mist? Whatever.
Heavy mist.
Yeah, I think it was drizzle then.
Drizzle.
And when you're that cold and you're only you get in, you run real hard, one play, you come out, you never got warmed up. If you're out there playing, you don't feel the cold.
No.
But when you're standing on a sideline, and then it'd be better just to stay on the sidelines, but you got to run in and get hit. Oh, man, that was miserable.
Hey, guys, can you imagine how fun it would be to go up 24-8 going into halftime?
That would be a lot of fun.
That would be a pumped-up locker room, Casey. It's going to take a big Casey Case play on 4th and 12 here.
Got Mason here down to the bottom of the screen.
Keep your eye on Mason.
Snyder rolls. Snyder's going to keep. Cuts back the middle of the field.
Ball comes out, but he's going to be down.
He is down.
He's going to be well short.
Yeah, he's on the 10. He needed to get to about, what, the 8?
Yeah.
So 2:41 now. And Mission Valley takes over. Here's what we do, guys. Here's the plan. Here's how we're gonna save the school. We're gonna put on a play, or we're gonna hope they fumble.
There you go.
Well, it has been a pretty clean game thus far that we've talked about. Maybe now's the time that doesn't happen.
Going around that right side. Belly's around.
Ball's out.
They're waving that off.
They're saying he was trying to throw a little shovel pass.
Yeah, do we have a replay on that? There he is.
Looked like a hold there at the bottom of the screen as well.
Hey, guys, I hate to tell you, I told you so, but see what happens when we play the quarterback on that play?
That's not a forward pass.
My goodness gracious, that was a fumble.
That was a fumble. That was a pitch to his tailback behind him, and it bounced right off his chest and went forward.
Absolutely. Mark that one, Gene. We may come back to that. 2nd down. Quarterback wants to throw. He's going to go long on the right side, right on the sideline. I think he was out of bounds.
So you guys saying that was a backwards lateral?
Absolutely. Wasn't even close, Casey.
Wow.
He was trying to make the option pitch to his trailing tailback, and he pitched it, hit him right in the chest.
Where's the replay?
We have it.
I mean, no, I mean.
Yeah, they can't see it.
All right, third down. 3rd and 10. Even Roger Hannaford in the press box is upset. Got 2:28 to go. If the Warriors could hold here, could still get the ball back with good field position. Maybe get a good punt return. There's a handoff. Again, going around the right side. Need a tackle quick. He's going to get the first down. He's going to get the ball out near the 35.
Not what we needed on that possession there. Able to get out to the outside and find a lot of room to run.
Yep. Complexion of this drive changes a lot. Obviously, with the play that we thought was a fumble, wasn't ruled that way on the field, and then a big conversion there by Mission Valley. Now they've got 2 minutes, and they're out from the shadow of their own goalpost.
They're actually going to spot the ball about the 31. Handoff. Back's going to get the ball out to the 35. We've got 2:11 to go in the half.
Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining?
Correct. McClendon with that tackle. 2nd and 6. Quarterback, he's going to get nailed as he gets to the 36, about a yard gain.
Third and about 5 here.
Down to 1:37 to go in the first half. Warriors leading 16-8. Had a golden opportunity to go up by 2 scores. Just couldn't get the yardage when they needed it. Quarterback with the fake, the pass, incomplete. That was clean.
Yep.
And it stops the clock.
Exactly.
And with 2 timeouts, that's a gift. Unless they go for it, and if they don't get it, that's an even bigger gift.
That's right. I'd like to see him run that exact same play again.
Yeah. That would be good.
All right, we've got 4th down and a long 5. Looks like they're in punt formation. Peterson deep for the Warriors. They're going to fake punt. Now it's a pass. He gets it away. It's complete. Warriors going to pull the man down on the Warrior 45.
Well executed play there by Mission Valley.
Yeah, and one of our guys slipped. He was in position. He just lost his footing. I couldn't tell who that was.
Our producer was telling us in the headsets that their coach was signaling in a way that Gene thought was doing the chicken dance. Rolling, that cuts back against the grain.
Tyler Palak there to bring him down.
That's Clay Phillips, the quarterback, once again.
Bryce Schultz get in. Flag on the play.
Just under a minute to go here, 59 seconds.
I would like to see this game played on a dry field. It's a very entertaining game right now. You got 2 pretty good teams out here really going at it.
I can't see it, guys.
There's a flag on the far sideline. They're asking, I think.
Look at the Warrior trainer. Jason Bena was out there. He just talked to the official and came out. Jason probably went out and said, "Are you okay?" And the official said, "Well, yeah." And Jason said, "Well, the way you missed that fumble back there, I thought maybe you had a concussion."
They're waving the flag off.
Yeah.
59 seconds to go. 1st and 10. 46-yard line. Warrior side of the 50.
Reverse.
And the reverse. Now it's going back to the east. Pretty well played. Pretty well played by the Warriors.
Good collision there. Bryce Schultz coming up from his DB spot to make the stop.
Bryce Schultz read the play well, stayed in position, and was there to greet him.
Take a look at it. Here's the handoff going back the other direction. Pretty good job there, too, by number 22, Noah Albin, to force him to go outside.
Doesn't make the play, but doesn't allow them to be able to get up the field
Strings it out.
Yep.
3rd down, 7. Ball's on the ground. Quarterback picks it up, got great protection, and he makes the pass down to the 30. Wow. That was cool, calm, and collected.
Big collision on that play. Players are slow getting up.
36 seconds left.
Poor
Did
Jack.
he not put his knee down when he picked that ball up?
It didn't look like it.
I didn't think so either, but
I had a guy between he and I, but it looked like he put a knee down.
we got 36 seconds to go. Mission Valley's still got 2 timeouts
Clock's going to wind now.
from the 30. Mission Valley threatening. Run the option. Quarterback keeps. Keep him in bounds. They do. He's going to gain 6 or so.
Garrett Hoffner there to yank him down.
Timeout called there on the Mission Valley sideline.
Tampa State Bank timeout called by the Valley of Mission.
Which is where, Mike?
Eskridge.
Eskridge,
I
which
believe.
is where?
It's north of Northern Heights.
Which is?
North.
Is it in Jefferson County? What county is it in? Is it in Shawnee, Jefferson, somewhere in there?
Okay.
Yeah, well, let's see. I said north of Northern Heights. It's up there. Eskridge. Look it up. Don't you have a phone? What's wrong with you?
I do, but I'm trying to stay focused on the broadcast so I can recognize our second quarter sponsors.
And who are our second quarter sponsors?
Triple R Hauling, Shelter Insurance, Heary Real Estate, and Marion Kiwanis Club.
All right, 2nd down and 4.
Marion Kiwanis Club looking for a basement.
That
Just looking for a hot meal on Tuesday.
I believe, we'll ask Casey, but I think that heavy mist has become a moderate mist.
I think it's gone.
I don't see much even in the lights.
Try to stay away from the light, Roger.
Don't go towards the
That's right.
light.
Don't run with scissors. Don't go towards the light. All right, 23 seconds. 2nd and 4. Ball spotted on the 25 of the Warriors. Mission Valley with 1 timeout to go. Quarterback to throw, and he's going deep. Going for it all.
Oh, what a play.
And it's broken up.
Bryce Schultz, excellent defensive play there. Running right with the receiver right in his pocket and sticks his arm up right at the last second to knock it away.
I'll tell you what, Bryce Schultz started off well this year, but he has continued to improve as the season's gone on. That's great
That's a
defense.
That is
play.
great defense.
3rd down. 16 seconds left on the clock. Mission Valley trying to tie this thing before halftime. Once again, they go long. Overthrown.
Too long.
They're going to get one more shot at the end zone here unless they've got a field goal kicker. And based on their kickoffs, I'm going to say no.
That was a 7-second play. So conceivably they could get another play, but they'd have to get a 1st down because
Quickly.
this is 4th.
They'd
yeah.
have to get it quick, and, well, they have 1 timeout in their pocket, so they could get 2 plays
and
off
it
here.
stopped to move the chains. All right, 4th down.
Draw.
Quarterback keeps. They got to bring it. Oh, he gets out of bounds. That saves them the use of a timeout.
1 second.
One now.
We'll see if they want to review that. No, there's nothing. I guess there's no way to review it. If the other side screamed enough, they might put a second back on the clock.
It was close. It's one of those. It was.
Well, it's hard. How do you tell from here where the? All right.
Yep.
So they've got a 1st down now. Warrior 15. You know this is going in the end zone. Warriors hustling to get their defense set. Quick snap. Passes away. Kind of a Hail Mary.
And he caught it.
And he's in the end zone. He catches it. Oh, my goodness.
Jeez.
Backbreaker.
Take another look at it here in slow-mo.
That was just a little mini Hail Mary play. Get 2 guys up there.
Oh, boy. We had perfect position. They just jumped a little high.
Yep.
So that'll make our score 16-14. Warriors lead. Mission Valley lining up to go for 2. If you could stop them here, you'd maybe mute a little bit of that momentum they just picked up. They drove a long way to get that TD.
After a fumble.
Yeah. Quarterback keeps.
Flag down. He's going to be short. I think that's on the offense for procedure of some sort.
And, yep, looks like, well, we've got no indication of anything right now. And we're waiting for any kind of signal of what's going on. Get teams kind of just milling around on the field. Normally we mic the officials. I have not heard them. We got a procedure penalty, and it's going to be declined. So everybody will go to halftime. Let's go down to Casey Case for a St. Luke Hospital quarterly report.
Hey guys, I gotta make sure I stay northeast of you so the wind blows my signal right up to you. So far, so good. Guys, that's sort of a bitter pill to swallow. I mean, by all accounts, we ought to be up 24-8, but we're not. Can't cry, but, you know, we're not. I had no can tell whether this level down here was backwards or forward. You guys say you saw it on replay. It was clearly backwards. We really should have scored on the series before that, but if we would have got that and scored, you know, I mean, ifs and buts for candies and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. And we've got to come out in the second half and put 16 unanswered points on the board. It's only 2 touchdowns and 2 conversions. And is my math right, guys, or am I missing something?
No, that's correct. Or, but we could also do 3 touchdowns and let them answer 1.
All right. So, anyway, it's too bad we're not up by more, but we are up. We're, like Roger said, we got to play to win this game first and let the points take care of themselves. Guys, I think the key to the second half, I don't think I've said this yet, but when they run the option, you have to hit the quarterback. If you noticed, even when we hit the quarterback, he still was not pitching the ball.
Right.
So just come across, and I mean hit him hard. Then if he does pitch the ball, we put him on his backside, and he's going to think twice about pitching it the next time. So that's my key to the second half. That and tackle lower. Man, we had some plays out here on defense where we were just playing grab. Let's try to grab their helmet, grab their shoulder pads. I don't know how we got out of position, why we can't get lower and hit the guys in the lower body where we need to be hitting them. But hopefully we'll come out, play inspired like we did in the first half, and win this thing by 18 or more.
That's it from the sidelines. Any final words of wisdom from you two?
No, I think Casey.
I think the answer is no.
I think Casey said it all. I mean, there's really nothing else we can add to that. Warriors have to play a very inspired half of football. Like you mentioned there, 2 touchdowns, 2 conversions, throw a shutout in the second half, and you're going to be playing next week.
Warriors have the tools. Let's use them.
With that, we will take a look at these words from our sponsors. We ask you pay close attention. There will be a test. We'll see you for the second half.
The Marion High School Boosters are always there to support the students of Marion High in all their activities. Parents, grandparents, patrons of the district, and anyone wishing to support young people striving to excel are welcome to join the Warrior Nation. Buy some Warrior gear and show your colors. Come to a play, a game, a concert, or any other activity. Help boost the Warriors.
Check out Marion County Ace Hardware on Highway 56 north of town for all your home improvement, camping, lawn care, and other hardware needs. Marion Ace Hardware is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. They are committed to being the helpful place by offering knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. Helping you is the most important thing they do every day at Marion County Ace Hardware. Carlson's Grocery supports the Marion Warriors, the Center Cougars, and all the people and organizations of the area. Carlson's offers a full-service grocery store with small-town friendliness and big city selection. Newly remodeled, Carlson's Grocery has a great variety of all your favorites. Fresh produce, an outstanding deli, and mouth-watering catering are also available at Carlson's. Carlson's Grocery, everything you need right here at home. Hannah Ford Abstract and Title is a trusted name serving people in the region since 1871. They provide abstracts of title and title insurance, along with real estate closings for your transactions. With the latest in leading-edge computer technology, Hannah Ford Abstract will continue to be dedicated to providing the very best of service for years to come and to supporting students of MHS.
Welcome back to the second half of the Warrior football game against the Mission Valley Vikings. We're going to return to that play near the end of the second quarter here, the fumble play.
You're going to see the option play develop here to the right side. And the pitch is, no doubt about it, headed backwards here. You'll get to see it here in just a second. Ball carrier is there at about the 9.5-yard line. That ball's pitched back to at least the 11, or going the other direction, I'm sorry.
Yep.
And then hits off his chest and goes forward, and they ruled it an incomplete pass for some reason.
That's right.
We're not
And
sure
so,
why. I never heard an explanation. I don't know if the coaches got one, but here's the kick to the second half.
Good kick by Neufeld, taken at the 21-yard line. Pretty good return right in the heart of the Warrior defense. They get him down at the 40.
Another one of those high tackles Casey mentioned at the end of the first half, and needing to get those tackles down lower to really stop the progress.
They are going to spot the ball with the nose just touching the 40. Vikings at the line, ready to go. Split two out on this side, one man in motion, one man up top. Quarterback rolls, looks like he wants to pass. He gets it away. Schultz is out there. He turned the wrong way. The pass is complete down to the 28. So Mission Valley goes deep quickly.
Yeah, came out with that play in mind, I think, and caught us off guard.
Yep, little run pass option similar to some of the plays we've seen on the Warrior side, and quarterback made the decision with the receiver getting a step on the defender to throw it long.
Guys, I mentioned to you at halftime the percentage of this game that has been played at the north end, or excuse me, the south end inside the 40. About 70% of this game so far, and we're back there again. We just tripped him up. Albin there managed to trip up the ball carrier.
Didn't pick up about 2 yards, it looks like. Maybe.
Guys, I don't know if you've noticed or not, but we're back to a heavy mist.
We are definitely back to a heavy mist on the field.
It looks like it's coming straight from the east. It doesn't look like it's even falling. It's just blowing straight at us up here. Quarterback keeps, and he goes down.
That was a mud tackle there.
Yeah, that's when you talk about the 70% of the game being played in that area, you can see it on the field.
Yes, and that's where they warm up pregame, and when they come out for the half, they're all right down in that area around between the 30 and the 15-yard line or so, and you can see it's pretty chewed up, especially on that south end.
Jake Vondenkamp gets credit for the tackle as he touches the man laying on the ground there. 3rd and 10. Warriors need to hold.
Shovel pass.
Yeah, shovel pass inside. Pretty nicely played. He's going to get the ball inside the 25. Still going to have 4th and long.
Bryce Schultz there, Garrett Hoffner there, all ready to bring him down.
4th and about 8.
I like the play call there, both defensively and offensively. Marion kind of expecting something misdirection-wise, and Mission Valley running a play that they haven't run yet during the course of this game.
From this right hash mark, Warriors leading 16-14 early in the 3rd quarter.
That's going to be a motion play.
Yeah.
They're not going to blow it dead.
Pick it off.
Incomplete pass.
Incomplete, decline the penalty, and take the ball.
Yep.
Should be no place to do what you should.
I don't understand why they let the play proceed if it was a procedure play.
But I don't know if an illegal shift, I don't know if it's a play that gets blown dead. I'm not sure.
Okay, then I'm not sure why we didn't decline.
I think we are going to decline.
There we go. Okay. Well, he gave the signal, and normally that's when they'll say decline. But all right, so we decline. We'll get the ball. And all is right in the universe.
They're still warming up from halftime, too. So.
Yeah, well, they needed a little warming up. I'm still steamed over that play. But you know what? These guys are, they come out, they like high school sports, they work hard, and you miss one now and then. That's the way it goes. From the 25, Warriors 1st down. Snyder keeps. Throws it out to Wheeler. Wheeler has to work to kind of pull that one in.
Wheeler scooped that up off his shoelaces and was able to make something out of it.
It's all that infield work that we do with him. He's able to get down there and make the catch.
I saw the play, I thought, what a great baseball coach he must have.
If he'd go out for track, he would have been a lot further downfield. It wouldn't have been a problem.
But then he wouldn't have caught the ball, so we're not even having this conversation.
Yeah, we'll see. You don't know that. All right, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Warriors need to get something going here. Momentum is definitely with the visiting Vikings. Snyder wants to throw. Now he's going to tuck the ball and run.
Found some room.
He's going to be able to get to the sideline.
Yeah, he bellies outside. He's got to the sideline. He cuts back in. He's going to get to the 45. Big gainer, 20-yard gain.
Great play by Schneider, able to see the field really well here.
Had a little pocket there, not terrible protection, but he was able to get to that lane and get up to the 2nd level and get a real positive play for the Warriors. Peyton with a great decleater right there in the middle of the screen.
A nice job by Snyder just to weave his way through, used a stiff arm there. across the 45. Warriors now 1st and 10.
Uh-oh.
Quick snap to the quarterback. He gets a couple.
I'm not sure who was ready for that. I'm glad Jack was.
Was that the Meade game a couple of weeks ago that we had a couple of those plays where it looked like it was a snap too soon?
Yeah.
But it ended up going for positive yards every time. Luckily, didn't hit him in the chest and fall down.
Right.
And so do you get the team around and say, okay, guys, we're going to get this play where it looks like we've really screwed everything up?
Well, I saw a play last weekend watching a college football game, and they snapped it, and the quarterback rolled right, and the offensive line just stood there and let everybody go by, and they run like a throwback screen going the other direction.
Oh, really?
And so I don't know if that's what they have in mind or what.
2nd and 8. Ball on the 48. And off to Riggs. Riggs runs hard. Riggs has a first down. Riggs breaks free. We're going to have a foot race. Riggs is at the 10. He's in the zone. A big gator and a Case and Son touchdown.
Great play there. Started right in the middle of the formation, and he was able to go through a couple arm tackles and hit that second level and then peel off towards the sideline.
Riggs has a 53-yard run here.
Great job there, and he's going to outrun Mr. Clay Phillips there, who's got the angle, or so he thinks, coming there to track him down from his safety spot, and Riggs is able to get himself into the end zone and get 6 points on the board for the Warriors.
Telling you what, Riggs was putting them up and putting them down, picking them up and putting
there you
them
go.
down. All right, 2-point conversion attempt. Snyder's going to keep. Now he cuts back. He is not going to get in. That's going to make our score 22-14.
22-14.
That's a big conversion. You know, we talked about, 2 touchdowns, 2 conversions, and the shutout. Well, now we're chasing that 1 conversion.
You get that conversion, you get a 10-point lead.
Yep, but you got a lot of ball game here.
You do.
We've got,
You do.
a quarter and a half left to play. Defense seems to be playing fairly inspired thus far, able to force the ball back into the Marion Warriors' hands and able to put 6 points on the board.
I think this whole season, and again, I want to talk a little bit as we go along here about those seniors on the squad. We already talked about, mentioned we've got Adam Shalene. We mentioned we've got,
William Adame
and Dylan Pippin. Those guys I want to talk about as we go. But for the younger players, and there's a lot of them out there, what they would, I hope, take away from, they lost focus at Chase County. They lost focus with Northern Heights. Northern Heights is a pretty good football team, but we were up by 10 at halftime. You just do what you should do in those games. This game doesn't matter.
Right.
Neufeld with the kick. Nice kick by Neufeld. Puts the ball inside the 15. Nice return here. And he going to get the ball out near the 45.
Mr. Do-It-All, Clay Phillips again on the return.
We have grown accustomed through this season of defending the squib kick.
Yeah.
And having the kick go down the field, I think, is throwing us off. Because where we stopped him was not much different than where he would have been.
No, and we're not getting guys real far down the field, whether that's due to a good return immediately and getting that front line set, or if it's just our guys used to only covering 20 yards.
Right.
From the 44, handoff, hit hard as he crosses the 45, but he runs hard, gets the ball out to about the 47. I think Neufeld must be inspired. Seeing a creaky old man like Roger out kicking by 5 yards, and he is booming the ball tonight.
Yeah, he is. It's all those pointers.
3rd and 7. Coming this way, quarterback's got the ball. That's Phillips.
Ball's on the ground.
I think the Warriors have that ball. There's not much excitement out there.
I think he was able to fall right back on top of it.
You are correct.
Yep.
I want to mention that
that's going to be a first down.
We have a long history of having the announcers be in the best facilities available, and the cameramen go where we can put them. Danny has spent the past several seasons outside. Jay's frequently outside, and we'll get back to that. From the 45 of the Warriors, 1st and 10. Handoff right up the middle. No, I'm sorry. I took the bait. He went outside. He's going to get along the sideline. He's still going. Good run down. He's down near the 20-yard line. Big play.
misdirection play there by Mission Valley, probably second or third time we've seen it, where they've sold the fake up the middle of the field very, very well and able to get the edge with the kind of the jet sweep play.
So anyway, we're here in the Jerry Katie Insurance broadcast area. It is really nice. It is really dry. It is really warm, except for Danny and Jay, who have wind and rain right in their faces, and we appreciate their efforts.
Option.
Quarterback looks, gets the ball away. It's going to be underthrown.
Pass is incomplete.
Bryce Schultz there on the coverage. He was all over his receiver. I think the quarterback made a good decision there to kind of bury it 5 yards in front of everybody.
Yeah, and I think you get Jarrett McClendon staring you in the face, and you might not be able to see it very far down the field.
Hey, guys, I got wind and rain in my face. You don't appreciate me.
You're not a cameraman. You get the glory. You get the talk.
I just said that as a segue to my next comment, which is we got to put pressure on the passer. He's just standing back there all day to throw that ball.
Quarterback keeper. That's basically a quarterback draw, and he's going to take it into the end zone.
Block for your 8. Wade Phillips, touchdown, Vikings.
Good play, nothing really tricky about that from Mission Valley. Kind of fake the sweep play and quarterback right up the middle.
That'll make our score 22-20, Warriors leading. And the Vikings, one would assume, lining up to go for 2 and try to tie this up.
Right.
Yeah, we haven't seen them in the huddle for a lengthy period like this very much tonight.
Trickery.
Some trickery.
It's a trick huddle.
Skullduggery. Quarterback's in an empty backfield. Now he puts a man in motion. He hands off to that man.
It's a sweep.
And he's going to get,
he's short.
He is short. Thought he was going to get drugged down way back, but he fought through that. But he doesn't get in the end zone.
Third quarter sponsors: Marion Boosters, Marion County Ace Hardware, Carlson's Grocery, and Hannaford Abstract.
Make sure you'd stay tuned. 7 minutes, 7 seconds till the end of the third quarter. And I know everyone's always excited for the St. Luke Hospital quarterly reports, starring not the most interesting man in the world, but the most interesting man at the football stadium, Casey Case.
Most interesting man in the football stadium on the sideline with a microphone. It's not a coach.
That's exactly. With a brimmed hat on and a ball cap on top.
He's a team player.
This is a good high school football game, guys.
It really is.
Roger Hannaford just announced the Royals-Mets score as 4-3 in the 4th inning. Mets ahead. It sounded like he just announced the end of the world as we know it.
Stay thirsty, my friends. And watch out for the onside kick.
Here is the kick from the Vikings. Little pooch kick. Handled at the 33.
Oh.
And I think that was Wheeler. Who knows?
That was
Wheeler was tripped up.
Okay.
After about 4 or 5 yards.
I think Wheeler went in full uniform and got in the showers because his uniform appears cleaner now than it did before halftime. They'll spot the ball at the 37.5-yard line. Probably closer to the 37, so there we go, 1st and 10. Hand off to Riggs.
Good first down play there.
Very good.
He's going to get 5.
Just a simple dive play, able to get there, get about 5 yards, and set him up for a 2nd and 5.
Once again, Bryce Schultz running out that fake was 60 yards downfield on this sideline. I would hate to be the guy that lines up to have to guard him because whether the ball's coming his way or not, he's running until that whistle blows.
You got to run the play in, then you got to run a fake fade route, and then you got to come off, then you got to run the next play in.
Yeah. 2nd down. The ball's on the ground.
Looks like the Warriors got on it.
Snyder
yes.
got in there.
Snap never even made it close to him.
No. Schneider able to dive down and get the ball and cover it up before anything happened.
Appears to be right on the original line of scrimmage, so no loss there. It's a short 5 yards, 3rd down. You guys are correct. The officials are really doing a nice job getting that ball wiped off between each play. Snyder gives it to Wheeler. Wheeler spins out of a tackle. He's not going to get the first down, but he gets within 1.5 yards of it.
I think he had better forward progress than what they gave him.
Take a look here.
The far side judge was given in a little better spot, it looked like, than the guy on the near side.
Did you guys run that back? Number 56 had him wrapped up, and then he let go of him and went for Jack Snyder.
He let him go because he thought he didn't
know he had the ball.
Yeah.
This is a call here with your season kind of on the line, I think.
Yeah.
I think in a normal game, you punt this almost 100% of the time.
In this circumstances, you got to roll the dice.
You're chasing points.
4th and a long one. Snyder to pass. He's getting a lot of pressure. Snyder goes around the right side. He gets the pass off. Oh, incomplete. Intended for Wheeler.
That was a tough play.
Yep, pocket broke down pretty quickly there, forced Jack to scramble over to the wide side of the field, and he was able to extend the play a little bit, but nothing doing, and we'll turn it over on downs.
As that play developed, guys, my first thought was once he got out of the pocket rolling to his right, I thought just keep the ball and run, but man, they were closing fast. Okay, so Mission Valley takes over now. Warrior 46. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Quarterback keeps. Boy, he's going to get pulled down a yard shy of the line of scrimmage. Looks like Palick at the bottom of that pile.
Good job by the defensive line there, getting a little penetration and really not giving the quarterback a lot of room to maneuver.
They are lined up, ready to go already. Here we go.
2 receivers on each side of the formation. Quarterback going to throw. Gets the ball away out here, and that's just out of bounds. Nobody's getting to that one. Stuklik on the coverage.
This is a situation we've seen a couple times where the Warriors have had a little slight lapse, 3rd and long, and we give up about a 20-yard play. This is a time to buckle down and stop them in the backfield and not give up anything.
Wouldn't be surprised here to see just a basic quarterback draw from Mission Valley. Keep it in your best player's hands right now.
3rd and 11.
They're going to give it on the sweep. It looks like a hold on the edge.
He does not get much. He picks up a yard. He goes out of bounds.
It'll be 4th and 8.
Oh, they're going to
get him. Heidelberg was over there.
Yeah, he did a good job fighting off that block there on the edge. 4th and 9 or so.
Yeah, 4th and, it's going to be 4th and 9.
Looks like they're going to line up to punt it away here, but we also thought that the final drive of the first half.
Yep.
Warriors in kind of a safe defense here.
They do get the punt away. Pretty good punt. Warriors are going to take it on the 15-yard line. Mason Peterson puts on a couple of moves, but that was well defended. He'll get drugged down right on the 15.
Yeah, they weren't going to fall for anything. They were going to stay with him and bring him down right at the 15.
Guys, kind of a tradition here is at the last home season game, no matter what goes on after that, we try to talk about the seniors who've been on the squad all year. And so I want you guys to think about our 3 seniors, Dylan Pippin, William Adami, and Adam Schlien, and we'll take them one at a time here as the game goes on. That's a handoff that gets nothing. He's still fighting, but it's going to pick up a yard, and that's about it.
They're trying to take the ball. Ball carrier number 9, Corbin Wheeler.
So Corbin Wheeler's going to get a yard.
Guys, that's twice where he's handed the ball off to Corbin, right, as a defender is tackling him. I don't know if that's supposed to be a read play or a design play. If it's a design play, we're not blocking it right. It's a read play, we're not reading it right.
Not a lot going right.
Something is not right.
2nd down. Pitch. Once again to Wheeler, and there's not much there. He may lose a little yardage.
Wheeler looking frustrated there, looking like there's supposed to be a hole there and it's not there.
So third down, and
They're going to give him a loss of 1 on that play.
Yeah, loss of 1.
Third down 11 for the 15.
It's a big third down play. Sure hate to see us have to go for it this deep in our territory on 4th down.
Reverse,
Oh,
fake
it's a
reverse.
fake reverse. Snyder. Oh, and he's loose. That's a foot race now.
He might win
Snyder.
this.
Oh, they just
what a
got him by
play.
the ankles at the 35. That's a big play for
That's
this
a
Warrior
huge
squad.
play.
Big play. Blake Roberts there, number 25, able to just get on a shoelace from behind and save a touchdown for
I
Jack.
think you find out where 25 lines up and you go right where he's at this time.
He comes all the way he gets beat on the
He
play
does. He
and
comes
comes
out.
all the way
Yep.
back. That's a great effort. Oh, we normally like to praise our guys for great effort, but when you see it like that, you can't deny that.
Tell you what, not many people are going to catch Snyder once he gets free.
Well, I think he might have gone if he wouldn't have almost fumbled the ball right out of his hands there.
Back to live action here. That's a handoff to Riggs. Riggs rumbles. Oh, just gets tripped up, or he'd have been off to the races.
A lot of momentum here going for the guys in red. Got to have a positive result to this drive. Obviously, it's great to flip the field position, but when we're chasing points,
We got to put points up every time.
22-20. Warriors lead. 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. Warriors need to score here, and then we need to dominate that fourth quarter. 2nd and 2. And off to Riggs.
That's a face mask.
Oh, they still got him by the face.
Still got
mask.
it.
Finally, a flag comes in.
Wow.
Gene, let's rerun that. I don't think I've ever seen anybody grab and hold on that long. Now, of course, this is slow-mo, so we can't count the second. Oh, that's...
He reached and grabbed it after he grabbed
Yeah,
the
he
collar.
had the shoulder pad, then he reached up and grabbed the face mask.
Yep.
What is he thinking? My goodness.
That wasn't very nice.
No, it wasn't. I don't know the difference between your shoulder pads and your face mask, but I did stay in a Holiday Inn Express last night.
That was not usual. You don't.
You know, at first I thought, oh, it wasn't, and then it's like he moves his hand, and now, okay.
Like, I wasn't grabbing your face mask. I'm going to change it and do that.
All right, Warriors can get a first down, it looks like, at about the 6-inch line. So 1st and 10 from around the 10. Snyder to pass. He pops it out there towards Heidebrecht, underthrown.
Okay, guys, you got to hear this. Coach Tieroff was in the referee's face saying that he never let go of the face mask. He kept a hold of it, and he ought to be well, I don't think he said he ought to be tossed. But anyway, you know what the ref's response was? Hey, Coach, they're kids. They're revved up. That was it.
That's not a good excuse.
That's not a good excuse.
I don't really care what side that happens on. I don't like that.
You've got your personal fouls in. You've got your blatant attempts to hurt somebody.
That's right.
All right, 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from just outside the 10. Snyder rolls. Now he cuts it back upfield. Not much there.
Going to get a couple yards there. Jack able to get just to the line of scrimmage, cut to the right, and find a few yards there, but about three Vikings there to greet him.
Guys, this is I always like it. I would rather be first down at the 11 than 1st and goal at the 10, because you got that chance you get close, get another 4 down. So we'd have to get awful close. But
you called it the 6-inch line. It might be the 2-inch line.
All right, 3rd and 9. Warrior crowd making a lot of noise down here. Hand off to Riggs, and once again, nothing there.
That got hung up almost, it looked like. It took too long to develop.
Roger, you're our official MCTV 20 meteorologist, Roger Schroeder. Is that heavy mist, medium mist? Is that rain?
It's more of a moderate mist.
Okay.
That's the fine programming you tune in for.
Danny Maddox, who's got it in his face, seems to think perhaps it's more. All right, big play, 4th down. From the 9, Snyder to pass, gets pressure, gets the ball away. He's hit as he throws, it's incomplete. And we've got an injured Warrior blocker down there.
67
That's
is Anton Vanduska.
Well, the ball will go back over. That is a huge play in this ball game. 6 seconds to go, third quarter. We will have our St. Luke Hospital quarterly report immediately after some messages from our sponsors here after one more play. Well, how about we get that fumble they didn't call the first time? Quarterback keeps. He runs forward, gets a couple.
That'll be the end of the third quarter.
That brings us to the end. Who are our third quarter sponsors?
Third quarter sponsors are Marion Boosters, Marion County Ace Hardware, Carlson's Grocery, and Hannaford Abstract.
Let's hear some recorded messages about those fine folks.
Marion Die and Fixture is a Bradbury Group company that manufactures a wide range of custom dies and fixtures for metal forming applications. The dedicated employees and management place an emphasis on quality. Marion Die and Fixture is a proud supporter of the Marion community.
Donahue Manufacturing continues the tradition of quality trailer manufacturing which began over 50 years ago. Located just outside of Durham, Kansas, Donahue builds a full line of agricultural, industrial, and utility trailers. Continuous product evaluation and quality improvements ensure that you get maximum value for your trailer purchase. Please visit our website at donahuetrailers.com or call us toll-free 1-800-457-7406. When there's work to do, Donahue.
Welcome to Lumberyard in Hillsborough, Kansas, in Marion County. My name is John Heffley, president and owner, and I'd like to welcome you and show you some of the services we have to offer here. We're a full-service lumberyard. We do paint, lumber, hardware. We have free delivery in Marion County. We have a lot of options to show people. We have a showroom for kitchen and bath. We are just a full service, and we'd love to have you come take a look at us and shop Marion County.
We are back and ready to go to the sideline. The St. Luke Hospital sideline for that roving reporter, that man about town, the most interesting man on the field, Casey Cates.
Well, I liked Roger's definition better, but anyway, guys, clinging to a 22-20 lead, and you know, as we all know, if we don't win by 18 points, the season's over. And the theme of this game so far is missed opportunities. Man, missed an opportunity there. We missed an opportunity at the south end. It almost feels like we're letting this thing slip away. And here we are. We're back to it again. We need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions, and now we have 12 minutes to work with. We're moving the ball. I say we had a little trick play there. It was a little fake reverse. Jack Schneider's grandpa, Gerald Weens, told me it was going to be a reverse with a pass back to Jack. So we still may have some tricks up our sleeves. We may have a few big plays yet to come, guys.
All right, Casey.
Gonna have to pull them all out in this game.
All right, Roger was bothered that I said we have 3 seniors. We do have a technical senior, an exchange student, Michael
Marchajanenko.
So he is a senior, and I think we decided from Germany?
Yes.
Yes.
And he has gotten in a couple of games. Don't know the young man. Any thoughts, Jeremiah or Roger?
He's my neighbor. Nice kid. He's staying with the Jones family just a couple doors down from my house.
Not everyone from a different culture comes, and he might sign up and try to kick the ball. He's actually been in the game as a position player a couple of times. And so that shows some fortitude.
When Austin was down with neck injury a couple weeks ago, Michael kicked a couple of times in that ball game.
Yes. All right. And we're going to get the ball positioned on the correct yard line here. Once again, we're at the north end of the field. I'm just going to watch it on the monitor. That's a better picture than through this window. Quarterback keeps, and he gets nailed in the backfield.
Dylan Pippin ate him up. Dylan Pippin and number 53 there on the stop.
Jacob Vondenkamp.
Another one of those super sophomores we have so many of. Dylan Pippin, I tell you, he's one of our seniors. Dylan is a kid that has worked and worked and worked. He doesn't have great size. He doesn't have bad speed, doesn't have great speed, but he'll eat you alive because he'll outwork you.
Yep.
That's right.
All right, second down. Quarterback, now he tries to reverse field.
Nothing.
Gets drugged down. Let's see who was that.
That was Dylan Pippin.
Dylan Pippin. Perfect timing for Dylan Pippin. He is a senior. He's a senior leader. He's one of those guys that probably doesn't get we don't call his name as many as, we call it a lot, but not as many as some of the guys that are carrying the ball all the time.
And he's a guy, like you said, a senior leader, a guy that come springtime we're going to look to on the baseball diamond to lead our team as well.
4th and 15.
That's good.
Here's the punt. Little pooch punt. They're going to let that roll, and it's going to roll dead on the 45-yard line.
35.
35. Thank
35.
you. Thank you, Jeremy.
Who?
Jeremiah.
Who?
Let's. I want to talk about William Adami. I talked about kids whose names we don't call as much. William is one of those kids that you want on your football team. He's 5'9". He's 238. Again, unfortunately, we don't give the linemen, we don't say their numbers as much as we should. He's not a starter, but he works, and he works, and he works. And we're going to go back to the game here. 1st and 10, Warriors from the 35. Snyder passes the ball. Oh!
Right off the fingertips.
Surprised they didn't call that a fumble.
And you guys weigh in on William Adami, please.
William's he's a good kid. I've known William for quite a few years in the community, and he's a guy that is always got a smile on his face. He's a hard worker. 4 years in the football program. He's put time in on the field, and he's just a great asset to this team. It's been a lot of fun to watch him play.
2nd and 10 now for the Warriors. Once again, on this north end of the field, we're going to have a flag. Movement on the part of the Warriors.
False start, going to march them back 5.
So 2nd and 15. Warriors needing to score here. We really can't afford 10:42 to go. If we want to have any chance of making the playoff run, not scoring here at the north end was a bitter blow, but we need to score here pretty quickly, get a defensive stop, and do it again. Riggs with the carry. Riggs is going to get to the 39. It'll bring up 4th and long.
Wow.
3rd about 15 here. 3rd about 15, I think.
I'm sorry, is it 3rd? Yeah, it is 3rd down. I lost it down in there. I guess the penalty. I forgot the penalty.
I think you're still in Harrington.
I could be. Sedgwick's ball. Halftime we were hearing something that sounded like a train whistle. We thought Harrington had brought that obnoxious noise back. And Snyder needs 15 yards. There's a reverse.
Here's the throwback pass.
They're throwing it to Snyder. Oh, he slips down. It's incomplete.
Bryce just wasn't able to push the ball towards the sideline enough. Jack had to come back towards the middle of the field to try to make that catch.
Catch that.
Bryce is still down. I don't know if he's, I think he is. He's limping as he comes off. I thought he was just disappointed. He's definitely hurting out there.
Let's us do a fake punt.
Finally, let's talk a little bit about the final senior, Adam Shalene. Big Adam Shalene, an anchor on the offensive and defensive line. And, we'll come back to that, guys. We'll come to your thoughts after this play. Warriors lined up to punt. Oh, the punt's blocked.
Oh, he touched it.
And we got a flag down. Question about whether Mission Valley touched it and the Warriors recovered it.
The flag's in the backfield. I don't know if they're going to call it roughing the kicker.
Really?
Or at least a running into the kicker. Did we have a replay? Did he kick it into his own guy?
Can we see that again, Gene?
No, and replay the down.
We did not get a replay of that one.
So I think it's just the 5-yard variety. It's not a roughing penalty.
Guys, I can tell you what happened. That wasn't blocked. He lost the handle of the ball, sort of like the Michigan punter a couple of weeks ago. Only he grabbed it and got a little kickoff. He must have got hit after he kicked it because it was not blocked.
Okay. The Mission Valley coach is out on the field.
The reason I thought, how could it be roughing the kicker or running into, is because I thought it had been tipped because it just kind of came stumbling out of there.
Yeah, no, he lost the ball, and then when he finally kicked it, he just barely caught it off the side of his foot. It was.
Up top of the screen, you can see the official talking to the Mission Valley coach. I don't know what the controversy.
If you've ever been looking for the description of hopping mad, that was it.
So are we going to... They call roughing, or are we going to get a first down out of the deal?
No, they're just going to call running into the kicker. Just 5 yards.
What's he mad about?
I'm not sure.
Guys, honestly, I can't believe we're punting. I thought for sure we were going to do a fake. We got to score 16 points.
Oh, high snap. There's a pass. Wheeler can't hang on to it, and that's going to turn the ball over. It was a fake punt play. So that'll be 1st and 10 for Mission Valley. We've got 9 minutes, 37 seconds left to go in the ball game. Warriors still lead in the ball game. I know we sound down because we don't want to just win. We want to win by 18.
Right. And you know, I came on and said, you know, you need to win the game first. And I think I've kind of lost track of that as well. End your season on a high note, regardless of the point differential. And if you get to play next week, still good to come out and get a win, especially in a hard-fought game like this.
Pass play, nice pass play, completed to the 50-yard line. Mission Valley back to the line of scrimmage.
Warriors needing to get to the ball, get on the man, pick up their feet, pick up their heads, and finish out this game strong.
Warrior crowd trying to motivate the kids. Quarterback keeps, gets the ball to the 45 of the Warriors. Guys, I'm hopeful that, I mean, you're playing the team that's probably going to end up winning the district. Well, maybe I don't have to do the point totals. They may take second, but the bottom line is good Mission Valley team, and you're playing them to a standstill, if not a win on your part. I just think we need to take a learning experience out of the season itself. Oh, nicely done. It's going to be a loss of a yard on the play.
Great job.
Well done by Corbin Wheeler, Tyler Palak.
Corbin wrapped him up. Palak cleaned him up.
Yep.
That's exactly right. So 3rd down and 7. We've got 8:24 to go in this ball game. Warriors up 22-20. Now they're going to roll to the right. Quarterback looks like he wants to. Throws it back against the grain. Completes the pass.
That was a tough pass.
Sure was.
There's a call. Yeah, there's.
Can we see a replay of that? Warrior crowd saying that he dropped the ball. Here's the pass. Nicely slowed down. Yeah, I think he possessed that until his knee was down.
If anything, he lost it as he hit the ground. And
it's not the NFL. So 1st and 10 for Mission Valley on the 30. We've got a conference out here. The Mission Valley coach is almost to the hash mark on the far side, talking with 4 players. The official now kind of shooing the coach off the field. Mission Valley looking to their sideline.
How much time do they give?
Clock is running. I think they're going to wait till just the last second and call a timeout here.
Yeah.
And finally, we got a Tampa State Bank timeout called by Mission Valley Vikings. Guys, where I was going with that learning experience thing is we do play so many sophomores. We're going to be solid again next year. We're going to miss those seniors we just talked about. Big Adam Shalene on the line both ways, Dylan Pippin and all his energy, all those kids. But we got a lot of talent coming back. And what they're going to have to take out of this year is that you can't think you can phone it in any game. I mean, we beat Chase County by 1. We should have beat them by 21.
Yeah, everybody else in the district kind of ran away from them. At least the teams at the top of the district.
Mm-hmm.
We were the exception to that, unfortunately.
And Northern Heights, I'm not surprised Mission Valley beat Northern Heights. I think Mission Valley's a better team. Northern Heights they played lights out in the second half. We were up by 10 at halftime, and I think we thought the game was over. And let it get away, we lose by 10. So right there is what's keeping us out of the playoffs. And next year, I hope it is, as Ed Wheeler used to say, step on their throat every game.
Yeah, and the landscape's going to look different next year. Warriors come back in 3A football.
That's a good point.
The sophomores are really going to have to step up as juniors next year.
Quarterback keeps. Oh, great tackle for a sack. I think that was Vondenkamp.
Vondenkamp's having himself a really, really nice game tonight.
Jeremy, or I keep saying that, Jake, a sophomore who was a spot player, special teams guy at the start of the season, has seen more and more playing time the last 2-3 games.
Yep.
Last 2 games, he's been a man out there.
Really coming into his own as a player.
5'10", 162 pounds, playing defensive line, and he's just beating guys off the ball and splitting gaps and making plays.
Yeah, he's quick.
Yep.
2nd and 20. Quarterback to throw. It's a screen.
Middle screen.
Finally the Warriors bring him down. It's a big 2nd down play. It'll make 3rd and a very makeable about 5.
A lot of reaching out there from the Warriors defense.
Yeah, trying to
get
where their feet aren't at.
Yep.
Warriors looking for a stop.
Warriors wait for the Vikings wait for the man to get in place over here. They're in no hurry, trying to use up clock. Quarterback keep. Short gain. Really, maybe no gain.
Get about 4th and 5. I think they might give him a half yard or so.
There's no question Mission Valley, they want to make the playoffs, but they want to win this football game too. You don't want to back in.
No, if they were counting points, they wouldn't be throwing the ball like they have been on this drive. They're playing to win this game and nothing else.
We got penalty flag. We got a procedure call. It's going to make it 4th and 10. Roger, I literally have a crick in my neck from looking around this post trying to see everything at the right of me. How much time's left?
6 minutes even.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm going to get disability.
Don't think workers' comp's going to work out here.
My broadcast career and all the income is in danger. All right, 4th and 10 from the 30. Warriors would love to get a stop, maybe drive down, stick in the end zone, see what happens. Quarterback has lots of time. Throwing for the end zone. And that's nicely done. Very smart. Was that Wheeler?
Peterson.
Yeah, he was in a position to have, basically it's like a punt. He could have easily had an interception. He wisely just swatted that down. We'll take the ball up here.
That's a heads-up play. Normally we're seeing him going up, high pointing footballs and making great catches. This is a great time to not make a great catch.
Yep.
Very smart play.
Slap it down.
Get out of here.
I ran into his dad down at halftime saying, we need to come up with a nickname for him. We were talking, he goes up and gets so many passes, had a great one in the first half, had a really nice one against Meade a couple weeks ago. Get him a nice nickname like Air Jordan-esque, but for Mason,
We'll let you work on that.
Snyder to pass. He's looking for Peterson. Peterson has to adjust, becomes a defender, and breaks that up. And
we're going to get a late flag.
I'm afraid that, what's it going to be?
I think it's going to be pass interference on the defense.
On the defense? Okay.
I don't know that I agree with the call, but no, they're going to call it on Mason.
Yeah, I think
going over the back
offensive pass interference. I think that may be, I don't know that any call's a good call there, but
I think a no call is the best call.
I would agree. I would agree.
Not just because that hurt us. I think that's, you let two kids go up and fight for the ball a little bit and let them play.
Kids revved up. Yeah, they're
just kids revved up, right?
Okay, I'm thinking, you know, his dad is from Denmark. How about he's the atomic Dane? The nuclear Dane. The jumping Dane.
Flying,
the flying Dane.
Flying Dane.
Dutchman.
The Flying Dutchman.
That one might be taken by somebody.
Yeah, I think it might be. Well, we've got 4th and about 25 now. Warriors again go to the air. Oh, the receiver fell down. I think that was Pippen slipped. No, it wasn't. It was Hoffner.
Hoffner, and the defender let 6 points slip through his hands because he was going to go untouched to the end zone if he comes up with that.
Why don't you guys work on those nicknames off the air until you come up with a relatively good one?
Well, here's the deal. We never have in the past. It's more fun to do it on the air.
All right. I'll do some thinking on my own. You got to work his red hair into it.
All right. We now have 2nd down and 25. That penalty really put the Warriors in a bad spot here. It's a handoff.
Not much there.
Yeah, the Riggs is not going to get much.
It's 3rd and forever.
Warriors needing to find an answer here to get some points on the board. There's 5:09 left in the game.
Yeah, you got 3rd and half a football field here. You know, something tricky might be.
Yeah, Riggs may have gotten a yard on that, charitably a yard. So we got 3rd and 24. Moderate mist continues to fall heavily. Snyder to pass. Got a lot of pressure. Tucks and runs. Gets the ball across the 20. It'll bring up 4th down. Now, guys, I think we're going to punt. And frankly, at this point, I think Coach realizes we're not going to win by 18. We're not going to make the playoffs. We want to win the football game.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. I have no problem with punting the ball here because you're right. We're probably not going to get that 18-point cushion. We just want to get the win.
Yeah. Good snap. Good punt away.
Very good.
Taken on the 45.
Block in the back there.
Now we got a flag down.
Regardless of the outcome of this play,
we
it's
got
going to come
another
back.
flag.
Get him off.
I'm going to push him out of bounds at about the 25, but
it's coming back.
Yeah, that's going to end up back on their own probably 35-yard line or so.
Guys, when one of you said blocking, I think Jeremiah said blocking the back, flag came out. It was the guy ran another 10 yards or so, and another flag came down from a different spot.
And I don't know if it was the same official or different officials throwing the same
flag.
The same penalty.
There was certainly a gap between the flags coming out.
Guys, I have no idea how. I'm standing 5 yards from where that kid caught the ball. We had 2 players within 2 yards of him on each side. I have no idea how he got out of there almost untouched.
A lot of reaching. Just talked about it on the last defensive series that carried over to that punt
I know you got to come down. You got to be under control so that you don't hit him too early. But we had it timed perfect.
Yeah.
If we just kept running full speed, he'd be laying back there on the 20.
And to mark it off. Illegal block, so put the ball on the 40-yard line.
Maybe not the 20, but the 35.
Gene, we've got no shot on the camera here, Gene. Gene Winkler. I don't know if our producer's got his headset on. Okay, 1st and 10 from the 40. Empty backfield. And man in motion, handoff. No, handoff. No, it was a quarterback keep.
Somebody had the ball.
3 times. It was either that guy or the quarterback.
The guy in white had the ball and he went down.
Either way, they weren't going to get anything because we had that one snuffed out. 3.5 minutes to go.
Warriors are leading this game.
We are
22-20.
Leading this game.
That's a weird feeling because I feel like, but meanwhile we're about to put in a win, or at least could hold on for a win against a fine team here. Quarterback keeper gets back to the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage.
They're saying the ball might have come out. No indication of that from the officials. Not yet, at least.
Yep. Stukelik's lobbying for it down there. So's Coach Tiroff.
They're going to say it's no.
Did we have a replay of that last play? Here, we'll take a look, guys.
They're going to give him 3rd down.
And quarterback's got the ball. Looking. He's. Oh, whoa! That was a fumble.
That was a fumble.
That's another.
Holy moly.
Another one we're wrong.
Wow. All right, 3rd and 11. The crowd was on the ball. They noticed that we didn't.
Yeah. Quarterback draw.
Quarterback draw. We're on him. He's going to get a yard or so. That's about it.
Yep. Good job there to force a punt.
Going to bring up 4th down.
Well, maybe
they might not punt.
Yep.
I mean,
they're playing to win this game.
Yep.
2 minutes, 8 seconds to go. They'll have 4th. Well, they didn't give him a very good spot. Well, they haven't moved the marker yet, though. I'm going to call it 4th and 10. And we got a Tampa State Bank timeout called by the Warriors. Who are our 4th quarter sponsors?
4th quarter sponsors are Marion Dye and Fixture, Edward Jones Investments, Donahue Corporation, the Lumber Yard. The Warrior sponsors are Marion Auto Supply, Gambino's Pizza, and the HRK Store.
Yeah, guys, you're right. They're going to go for it. They need to win this game in their minds. I don't know what the point difference is between them losing and still winning the district, or them, I don't know. Do you guys know?
I'm not sure, Casey.
Casey, right now Northern Heights has 46 points. Mission Valley came in with 48. If they lose by 2, they'll tie at 46 each. Mission Valley beat Northern Heights, so they could lose, I think, right now and still be the district champion.
Lose by 2 and win the head-to-head tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Well, they must have just got that memo on their sidelines because they're back to punt.
Maybe they're stealing our signs and listening in on it.
It's happened before.
You know, only 2 minutes and 8 seconds left. One of those, if they fail to convert it in a chance, it brings the point differential back into play for us if we can punch one in quick.
Yeah.
But
there's the punt. Fair catch called for.
That was a great punt. I'll tell you, Garrett Hoffner has punted the ball outstanding all season long. I've been really, really impressed with the way he's punted the ball, and he's just one of those sophomores. A lot to look forward to.
You know, if they had not punted and we go down and score late and get like say we don't even get the conversion, we win by 8, it costs them the district championship.
Yeah.
I'd be awful mad at their coach if I was one of their fans. 1st and 10 Warriors from the 30. Reverse. That's Peterson coming. No, that's Wheeler coming back this way.
no, that is Peterson.
It is Peterson.
Yep.
You know, 6s and 9s always have caused me trouble.
Especially to moisture on the window.
Are you hearing Jeremiah?
I did not.
I was off.
You were
Cough
off.
button.
Cough button.
Mason Peterson, 1st down Warriors.
All right, takes it out to the 49, so 1st and 10. Warriors, minute 47. Just run out the clock. You win this ball game. You end with a 7-2 record. That's nothing to sneeze about. Inside handoff's going to pick up 2, 3.
Guys, you got to run at number 13 again. He got his bell rung on that last play. Mason Peterson ran him over, and he's up staggering around. He's out on this corner. I run at him right now.
Casey's kind of mean.
Kick a man while he's down.
2nd and 7. Snyder wants to pass. Now he tucks, goes around that left side. Got a lot of speed. He's going to get the first down.
Boy.
Ooh, he takes a big hit at the end of that.
That was quite the collision.
Snyder's still down.
Schneider saying, I can't believe I just did that.
Snyder's got the first down. That man's got the angle.
Oh,
they hit helmets.
Is there not a big emphasis on helmet-to-helmet collisions? Didn't we just deal with that last year where they threw a flag every time there was one of those hits?
That was a point of emphasis last year.
What happened this year?
That was a helmet-to-helmet collision.
And I don't want to get on the wrong side of this, but they're trying to protect the defenseless player. Jack was going in there, putting his head down, trying to initiate the contact and get the extra yard as well. Obviously, safety's number one. But
I'm not saying I agree with the rule, but the rule is the rule, I think.
All right, Snyder comes out of the ball game a little wobbly. Wheeler goes in at quarterback. Hand off to Riggs. Riggs surges forward.
Riggs fighting for yards.
Guys, what happened in that play is, I've seen this happen before. You got two guys whose helmets hit, but the defender's helmet, the crown of his helmet kind of went into the side of Snyder's. And normally the guy getting hit in the side of the head takes the worst of that collision.
we're down under a minute to play, 40 seconds left on the game clock.
Schneider back in the game.
Warriors lead by 2. They got the ball inside the 35 of the Vikings. Just need to hang on to the ball here. Warriors still trying to score. Pass play. Oh, a little overthrown. That's intended for Heidebrecht. See the score on your screen. I want to take this opportunity to, I can't say enough how much work Gene Winkler, Danny Maddox, and Jay Smith put into these broadcasts. And while knuckleheads like us get to talk and think we're all funny and all that, those guys are actually just doing work for which they receive every other year a ball cap and a T-shirt. 3rd and 6.
Limited edition T-shirt.
Yeah, they're very limited. Riggs with a carry. Riggs has the first down. Riggs is still going. Nice run by Riggs down just outside the 15. 18 seconds to go. They'll stop the clock to move the chains.
And I think they're going to call a timeout here on the Warriors sideline.
Tampa State Bank timeout.
Guys, I guess I was last play I was wondering, we've got the game won. Why are we throwing the pass when we could be running out the clock? But I think Grant Teroff's still trying to score, get 18 points up. We score up here, get the conversion, onside kick, Hail Mary, get another conversion. We've got our 18 points, so he has not given up yet.
It would be the miracle in the mist, but it would be awful fun to see.
Now that,
I like that.
that is a good nickname or whatever you want to call it.
Mist.
That's going to be chiseled in stone.
Put a plaque out front.
How about the leaping leopard?
Leopard.
I thought you said to work on these off the air unless they were going to be good.
Unless they were a good one.
I thought you said you to work in his red hair.
What? That's none of those things.
Oh.
And I do, as much as it pains me to do it. You know, Casey's been prowling and patrolling those sidelines for 20 years. And he's down there in the mist and the rain and the mud and the blood and the beer. And I'll tell you what, it's pretty fun what Casey brings to the table here. All right. 18 seconds. Snyder to pass. He rolls to his right. Oh, Snyder's going to get drugged down at the 27.
I think that is going to be the ball game.
So a bittersweet situation here. Warriors win 22-20, and in winning, their season ends.
That's right.
Casey Case, St. Luke Hospital, final quarterly report of the season.
Well, guys, that was a very entertaining game. Like you said, it's sort of like kissing your sister, although I've never tried that, just so you know.
You better not kiss my sister.
Sort of reminds me of back when Brian Freesting and that group were seniors, and we beat Hillsborough in overtime on this very same field, but Hillsborough ended up going to the playoffs. I like what Mike said. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Mike said something very profound tonight. These sophomores and juniors and freshmen are going to remember what happened this year, and they didn't make it to the playoffs because they were not sharp a couple of games. They were not focused. They didn't play well, and that could have come from something that happened in the summer. Maybe some guys didn't show up for weights as much as they could. It could have happened maybe a kid or two is ineligible. Although those little tiny things, those little miscues that happen over the course of the year could have all led up to us not playing at our best in those 2 football games. And so hopefully this group of juniors, sophomores, and freshmen will pull themselves together and say, we're not going to let that happen. We're going to work hard all year long. We're not going to take a day off. Guys, we're going to have a very, very good football team the next 2 years here at Marion High School, and I'm excited.
Casey, thank you very much. Thanks St. Luke Hospital. Thanks to all our sponsors. Let's talk to Roger. Your thoughts on the season?
You know, we started the broadcast, I did, saying, you know, priority one has to be to come out and play a good game and win and let the point differential take care of itself. We got caught up in it as we got ahead a little bit, talking about nothing but the points and kind of losing sight of we were ahead in that game for just about the entire game. It was tied 8-8. From there, we were up the rest of the way. A good way to end the season, and we've touched on it before. Great for the young guys coming back for these next 2 years.
Jeremiah.
I think that this was a good season for the Warriors. 7-2, nothing, like you said, nothing to sneeze at. That's a really good season in our district, in our league, in 2A football. Warriors have a lot to look forward to. It'll be exciting to see these guys come out the next couple years. This was a well-played game, given the conditions. And to see both teams fight as hard as they did, neither team let up. Mission Valley could have just put it in neutral and coasted, and they didn't. They put up a fight, and they wanted to win this game as badly as we did.
Yeah, I kudos to all that. We talked about 7-2 season, very good year. That's going to be a better record than a third of the teams that get into the postseason.
Right.
And so that's something I think you can really take, Casey mentioned, into the summer weight program, into your 7-on-7 during the summer next year, to really drive you and grind and really come back and not let a minor slip up during the middle of the season and come back and bite you at the end of the year. I think it's a great building block for this program and something that they can really build on moving forward.
Well, for Roger and Jeremiah, for Gene Winkler, Danny Maddox, Jay Smith, Casey Case, this is Mike Powers. You know, as I mentioned before, Casey and I have been doing this for 20 years. I always get kind of, I don't know, melancholy at the last game of the season, but here's the thing. Keep watching Channel 20. We've got Marion High School basketball coming up, boys and girls, Mickey Lundy, Jandy Smith, Jandy Moore. Hopefully Kevin Freesting and Jerry Smith will be willing to do the games again. They're a lot of fun, so stay tuned. Watch Channel 20 on, watch it all the time. There's good stuff on there.
She used to be Jandy Smith.
She did. That's correct. Jerry Smith was never Jerry Moore. So for all of the MCTV crew, this is Mike Powers saying good night, Mr. and Mrs. Warrior fan. Good night, Kevin. Good night, Red. Good night, Gabby Gabbard, wherever you are.